hi, welcome in everyone. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Right, I'm just checking my feed. Let's see what we've got. Okay, sorry about that. Right, this system is one of, I say one of because I had several of them, AMD AM3 systems. So it's an AMD platform AM3 system. It's been now sitting in a box in my loft for over 3 years, and that's when I made the changeover to Intel. Now, don't get me wrong, I didn't sell out. I've got nothing against AMD, but the thing was, AMD was sort of like in the wilderness at the moment, and also when you had certain configurations in the days gone by, there were certain issues that, you know, it caused me more heartache than I needed, and I needed a system that was reliable, fast, you know, and efficient. So that's when I went over to Intel, and up to now I'm still on Intel. I was recently on the 9th gen, especially on my streamer and my daily PCs. They're now on the 11th gen. I'm not ready yet to jump to 12th gen because I don't like the ridiculous prices of the motherboards and RAMs, etc. So I'm sticking with the 11th gen for a moment, but this is my old AMD AM3 system, and you can tell the case was just like a stock standard case. It was good in its time, it did the purpose I wanted, but obviously it started to fall behind as the technology moved on. Things got quicker, and so I quickly realised how slow it was becoming, how long I was waiting for systems to boot up and to perform certain tasks and the like. So today I'm going to strip it out, show you what was inside it. Excuse me while I just take a drink there. Throat. Show you what was inside it. And really, to today's standards, it's not really going to do anybody much good, because it's got Windows 10 on it at the moment. It does work, by the way. There's nothing actually wrong with it. It's not faulty or anything like that. But I'm just going to strip it down because I don't know, maybe I'll, to keep things out of landfill, I'll probably repurpose the case for like a mid-range budget PCs on an Intel or an AMD platform, depending what you want. But things like the motherboard, the RAM and the CPU, it's no good splitting up and selling them because, like I say, it's an old standard. I'll probably just sell them as a job lot if anybody wants to buy them. So if anybody wants to, like, you know, practice PC building, or you know, some maybe old latency project that they might want, then this system could be for you. So with that, less waffling, let's get on. So I'm going to open it up and show you what the parts we've got inside. I've got a container there for my screws. So let's get that. Put that out of the way so we don't trip over it. Okay, so as we can see, bring the camera a bit closer for you, show you what was inside it, what I had inside it, or what I've got inside it. This is what I was using. So the motherboard's an ASRock. It's an ASRock motherboard. Yeah. And it's the N68 VS3 FX, for those of you who remember those. Power supply is a 750 watt. 750 watt power supply with the old mustard in ketchup cables. Got an hard drive, no doubt that's a 1 terabyte. This was a LightScribe, if I'm not wrong. It's a LightScribe DVD optical drive. No, this one's not the light. Yes, it is. Is it? Yeah, it is. It's a LightScribe optical drive. When I take it out, I'll show you on the label. So with that said, let's get started. Let's see what shall I take out first. So, unplug. Sorry how old it is. 4 pins. I don't know of anybody that uses 4 pins now. 4-pin EPS cables. There you go. That's what I'm on. Let's get it off there. The bin down there. Throw some stuff in it. Standards were getting better because then your SATA cables start to have clips on it to keep them secured in, whereas previous ones they didn't. So we'll take all these out. That's running around the other side. Let's take the other side off because I have got some cable. There's not much cable management and such, but I did try to improvise with what little space I had. Let's say this case is not really the best for cable management. So as I can see, I've got me one little SATA cable running around the back there. So let's get those out of the way. Okay. Molex cables, guys. Right, so let's see what the hard drive is. Okay, let's go around the other side. What have we got around here? Yep, further back. Just the one for this side. Oh, there's actually none on this side for that. That's the CD writer. Okay. So let's get the front panel connectors off. So that's the connector for the. I'm trying not to pull on the wires because I don't want to. They just push fit. They've been on that long, but they're quite hard. Okay, so that's front connectors off. So that was for the card reader, which is in here, and front USB audio. That was in here. This case came with that pre-installed, so all this was installed. No. The 24 pin is actually on this side. There we go. Oh, it's only a 20 pin, this one, not 24. Yes, it is. The other four's in here. I thought it was a 24. Yeah, there you go. There's the other 4. 20 and 4. So that's how the cable came. There we go. That's 24 pin. So now we've got that off. Is there anything else stuck on there? Right, so let's take the power supply off to get us better access. Because when I was putting this together, I do remember that I put that in last, put the board in first. Put the optical drive in. I say the card reader was already in the case. It came supplied with a case. I think it was when I was selling cheap cases then. Why am I going down there? That's not power supply. Seen a loose screw and it automatically want to undo it. Okay, so does this have a, sorry, just knock that with my head, trying to get my big head in the way. Let me just, I just want to check. Yeah, it is on a support. I just want to make sure that I didn't just undo this and let it drop. Because like I said, this is working. I don't want to do no want to do no damage now. I've had it for that long. There we go. Let's get the mustarding ketchup cables out of there. Got a wire that seems to have attached itself to something. And I will have to undo this wire tie. And to loosen it out because that was tied in, as you can see. What else? Oh, I've got that one side. There you go. So that's the power supply out of the way. Now, as I say, this is a, don't even remember what brand this is. Oh, here we go. It's an Ace. It's an Ace. Model Ace 750BR. And it's a 750 watt. Yeah. So it's not a branded power supply as such. I don't even think it's rated. However, I won't be reusing this or reselling this, but what I will do is use it for a test. I've got a test bench and I can use it as a test power supply because it does have the 20 or 24 pin connector, main power board connector, which is handy should I get like an older model system in that somebody wants me to repair and I only need 20 pins. I can just pull off the 4 pin. I've got a 20 pin, but if I've got a more modern one where I need 24 pins, I've got 24 pins. It'll all be for testing if I want to check if I'm, you know, if somebody's brought me in a system with a dead power supply or if there's a power supply that's faulty. I can just use this to find out. So that's what it'll be used for now. I won't resell that and give it to anyone else. It's as I say, it's not been around for over 3 years anyway. Should actually check if it works still. Okay, next I was going to say try and relieve this of its hard drive, but I'm going to have to actually remove the motherboard first. But before that, I'm going to remove the optical drive. This optical drive come out from the rear. If I remember rightly, or did I have to take the front off? It's been a while since because don't forget, I've been using this for quite a few years. This is quite old. Don't forget, I've been using this for quite a few years. And then when I went over to Intel, it's then been in a box and in my loft for another 3 years. So this system is actually about, I'd say, going on for 9 years, 8, 9 years, possibly 10, because I can't quite remember when I first built it. Can't quite remember when I first built it. Yeah, I think it's 9 years old. It's over 9 years old, this system. So We'll see. Okay, so let's move on. Let's get this optical drive out. We'll check it out, see what it is. Well, no, it's a light scribe. And I think, if I remember rightly, on the age of this light scribe was purchased this light scribe was purchased, what could I say, a year? Was it a year? Yeah, there's a front panel connectors there. The LED that's just come out of there. Card reader. Let's just what have I got here? Alright, yeah, it's tied up with a thing now. Okay, so we'll put that back in there. I'm not going to take the front panel off, don't really need to. I will, however. I don't really want the card, leave the card reader in there. It came with the system. Leave it with the system. Yeah, it came with the system, I'll leave it with the system. Okay, I'll put the front panel back on. So I'm just trying to get an LED back in. An LED just slipped out of its port. I'm just trying to slide it back in, but I don't have much. There we go. Right, we're back in business. I didn't have much manoeuvring room. Anyway, we're sorted. Okay. So the DVD drive's out. I'll leave the that in because it came with it. And now we'll take out the motherboard. I'm taking out the motherboard as one. I'm taking the motherboard, RAM and CPU out with the fan on as one piece. I've got a feeling that, yeah, it has. The standoff seem to have I was going to say they've been in that tight that the standoffs have glued themselves in. There's only 4. No, this is more like a mini ITX board than a micro ITX board. This is a micro ITX board, but the size of it coming more like a mini ITX. Is that it? And oh, I've got another connector select here, which I think is the audio, if I'm not mistaken. I was right, audio. Just forgot to take the audio cable off. Okay, so there we go. So we've got, still works. So it's an ASRock board, and it's the N68 VS3FX. Right there. Supports 8-core CPU. Wow, that was when CPUs were chugging along then. So you're going back 9 years with this, 10 years with this. I used it for quite a while. I think I had this for about 4, 5. Yeah, I had this for about 5 years, and then it's been sat in my loft for another 3 years. Yeah, 8 years, going on 9 years. But you can tell by the fan. I kept it clean because look, even inside there, it's fairly decent. It's fairly clean. Look in the heatsink. See, it's fairly clean. Let's have a look. Take out this hard drive and then we'll see what hard drive we had. I forgot what. I'm sure it's a 1 2. Yes, it's Sheba. This is Feb 2010. Yeah. And that's when I went over from Windows 7 to Windows 10, because I had Windows 7 Pro. I had Windows 7 Pro on here. Yeah. After moving from XP, went to Windows 7, and then when Windows 10 come out, you use the update key. Then that's when we had to use key to do it, to update it. But yeah, so as you can see, that's a February 2010 hard drive. You see me strip down a couple of EIDE hard drives. This is a SATA, of course. That's when the standards start to change. Of course, I try to keep up change with it. So there's nothing else here to see except, as I say, in there it comes with that card reader. I don't know anybody that use a card reader nowadays. These things are more prone to actually brick your board, to fail your board. They tend to develop short, and plus it's a USB 2 standard multi-card reader. A lot of people use external card readers now, or flash drives. So basically, if anyone wanted to use, if I was going to reuse this case, I wouldn't actually connect this, but I'll leave it in. While I'm leaving it in and not taking it out, it actually helps to stop dust getting in. But I wouldn't actually connect it to the board. I wouldn't actually use it. You got your USB front panel. You got USB connectors there, and your separate jacks for your microphone and headphones. Yeah, pink your microphone, headphone green. Yeah, microphone, headphone, and you got two USB 2s, two USB 2 ports there. Like I say, you got a micro SD card. The micro SD comes with its own header, so one of these is a micro SD card, and you just don't plug it on. All you do is just trace it. Find the one that, this is the micro SD card here, so this one here, this greyish one, all the rest are white, this is like a grey one. This one, you won't put it on, you won't connect it to the board, you just leave it off. And in fact, a lot of modern boards now don't even have facilities for a USB reader. Yeah, I mean, you could take it out if you didn't want it in there, but then you leave yourself a gap, unless you've got a blanking thing that you can put in there. As I said, this case was purchased with it, so it came with the case. So that's it. So that's the case. Empty. I don't know if I reuse it for anything else. If anybody wants it. If anybody wants a case for, I don't know, doing anything. Remembering though, it cannot take an ATX board. This will not hold an ATX board. It's either got to be a micro ATX or an ITX. or a mini ITX. I beg your pardon. Let's get my factors right, my form factors right. So that's the case. I don't really want to put it in landfill. I think it could be repurposed, maybe for like a mid-range Intel system. Won't really be high-end because the cooling and power supply. I'm not keen on power supplies being up at the top anymore. But there you go. That's just my preference. It's not yours. Everybody's different. And I suppose if push comes to shove, and I was desperate, then I'd make do an amends. So, you know, one man's junk's another man's fortune, as the saying goes. But it's in decent condition. That sticker there is where I used to have a Windows XP sticker. That shows you how old this case is. And obviously, take that off. We don't use stickers anymore on cases, so. Oh, I was wondering why I was having trouble. It's folded in on itself. That's odd. It's folded in on itself. So, I just need to push that out. This is the thing with these cheap cases. So, let me show you what's happened here. This tab is like a security tab. It's supposed to stick out. It's supposed to be outwards. For some unknown reason, it's got itself bent in. It's supposed to be out like that. And the thing is with these cases, some of these, well, this edge not particularly, can be sharp, but there are some inner edges inside here, especially like this edge. That's very sharp. If you run your finger along there, you will actually slice your hand open. So you've got to be really careful when working inside cases like these, because they are really cheap. You can actually feel it in the quality. But like I say, it's a case that can be useful to somebody if they need it. It's in decent condition. It's not too scratched up. Look, it's decent. All you've got there is where a bit of isopropyl alcohol, I'm sure, will get it off. That's just where the Windows. I'm not even showing you. That's just where the Windows 7 sticker used to be, which I took off. Windows 7 sticker used to be, and I took that off. There we go. Now that's better. I was wondering why it wasn't going before. Good. Now we just need to lift, hold and separate. And this is another issue we found with these cheaper cases, is that the build quality on them ain't that brilliant. So that's what I mean. You won't be wanting to put you won't want to build a high-end sort of like rig in one of these, because it just ain't going to work for you. You're going to be surely disappointed. But if like you wanted to build like a kiddie's PC for the homework, and you can get away with just using like, you know, a micro ATX sort of like configuration system. There we go. That's it. It's in now. All that thing's done properly. So there's a case. I better take this I/O shield out. That's to go with the motherboard. So all this I would probably send as one lot. So you get the RAM. I'll have a look what the CPU is in a second. I know it's an AMD, but I need to know which one. Is it an Athlon or a Sempron? You know, need to like just double check that, because like I say, it's sat there that long I forgot what it was, and at that time I didn't document anything as much. Well, for myself, I just built it and that was it. Now I do. Now I do. So So we now have a case. I might even just put it up on eBay and flog it. I don't even think I'll keep hold of it. No. No, I'll put it up on eBay and flog it. Or I might try practice my hand at case modding on this. Rub it down, spray it up. Just case modding, just try my hand, see what it looked like. You know. It can still be used for other things. You know, depends how imaginative you want to get, really, doesn't it? And that's not the right screw for that, because it's just gone straight through. No, it's not that one either. Alright, so that's that. That's the case. If anyone do want to buy it, just reach out to me. I'll just put my email up there for you. Right, okay. So I'm just checking. Okay, so if you want to reach out for me for any of these parts, there you go. So there you go. So let's have a look what we've got here in terms of CPU. Let me just get some towel and then some isopropyl alcohol, and we'll clean that up and have a look. Isopropyl alcohol. When I say it fast, I don't get anywhere. Yes, let's have a look what this now that I'm going to store it, I'll leave it off. I'll leave the thermal paste off. And it's an AMD Sempron. So I think that's a dual core processor. It might be a quad core, I can't remember. bear with me 1 minute, guys. Just tidy this up. Just clean this up a bit so we can see it. I won't bother putting any thermal paste back on that, because it's not going to be used. But whoever gets it, they'll have a nice clean surface ready to start on. They won't have any dirty surfaces to deal with. So it's an AMD Semperon. Here we go. Okay, so I think that's a quad core. Okay. Put this fan back on it. Leave it on, so I'll sell it all as one. I'll sell it all as one lot. So if anybody fancies themselves this, as I say, it still works. There's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with it. Still works fine. But it's, compared to today's standard, it's a dinosaur. That's all I'm saying, and I want you to be aware of that. But then if you want to sort of like do sort of like, you know, stuff where you don't need the net as much, or you just want it for research, I mean, it's alright for like, alright for surfing the net. It'll probably be alright for like surfing the net as such, or emailing, or if you just want it for kids to do their homework on or something. And you're saying that kids are so fussy nowadays that they probably throw it back at you. But yeah, there you go. So that's that. It's got it's DDR3 RAM, and it's it's 4 GB, so it's 8 GB of DDR3 133 megahertz. Yep. So back up here so you can see what's going on. Yeah. So there's your RAM. I'm just trying to get it so there's a reflection. I'm just trying to. There we go. There we go. There you are. Yeah. It's 8 gigs, so there's 2 sticks of 4. There you are. 2 sticks of 4. 2 sticks. It's only got this channel, dual channel, AM3, and it take up to DDR3 1600. So that is DDR3 RAM in there. So yeah, I'll sell this as a lot. So you're getting the RAM, CPU and cooler, motherboard, all as one lot. It's no good separating them out. So if anybody wants to buy that, yeah, they can do. Put it in a bag. So that's the ASRock. Man, this tape don't want to let go. It means business. When I do want it to let go, it won't let go. There we go. There we go. attack it from a different angle. Right, so into an anti-static bag it goes. So I do have, so besides that one, I do also have an ASRock, which is this one, in the same config. Going for sale, and it also has, I'm trying not to get out of the bag because I've got it. Oh, go on then. Oh well, we'll take it out. Take it out and have a look. So it also comes with, I meant to put that inside the bag. It also comes with, this is another one. This also comes with a, oh, this one's an Intel based. This is a 3rd gen Intel based Core i3. Yeah. It's 1155 socket 1155. The name of this motherboard, I can't see, it just says product of China. There's this thing here, LWG something on this label. So that's also for sale. Comes with a RAM. Comes with RAM, and I've got here 6 gigs of 300 RAM, 128. I think it's 1200 megahertz. Yeah, but that comes with RAM. And where's that IO shield gone for that? Where's that IO shield gone? Is it still in the bag? That's weird. I will find the IO shield for that, but the IO shields for this one, this should be in here. Yeah, so it comes with the IO shield as well, and let me just drop that in. So there. So that we're not causing any damage. Yep, that's the IO shield. That has everything on the board, the IO shield's there with it now. I will take that down later. We've got this one with the RAM. Where's the IO shield gone? Just 1 second. Let me just check something, because the IO shield was with it. Have I just took it off and dropped it somewhere? I have so much going on at the present. Oh. I have so much going on at the present. Right, I've got some IO shields here, we'll see. Right, I'll have to look for the IO shield for that, because that's somewhere lying around. That's strange. Comes with a manual and disc as well, though you won't need them. They're never needed. But that's also up for sale. I don't even know why I've got that in there because that's not an ASRock board. It's this one. This belongs to this. MV68VS3, yeah. That belongs to that. You won't need them, but you've got them anyway. And we'll semi-take that up for now. Okay. Now I've got a couple of builds coming up. And we need to find the IO shield for that one. Okay guys, so I'm going to wrap it up there because obviously things are happening. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up there guys. And I hope to see you all again very soon. Keep a watch out. I do have some more projects coming up.